Hey guys, before we start our show, I want to tell y'all about our good friends at Buzzsprout. Buzzsprout is a podcast hosting site that we use, and to be honest, they make my life super easy when it comes to posting and uploading the weekly D. I simply just upload, publish, press what date I want it in, or I can either schedule it or post it the same day, put all our information or description, press upload, and boom, it's everywhere. iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio. It's super easy to use. And on top of that, they give you awesome tools like analytics and the clip maker. The clip maker is literally one of my favorite tools that they offer, and it's all included with our subscription. If you like podcasts and you think you want to do your own podcast, not think, if you want to do your own podcast, please consider our Buzzsprout. I mean, they are awesome. I'm going to put a link in the description below that you can click on, and it'll take you to Buzzsprout with our special offer where you get a discounted rate, and on top of that, you get a Amazon $20 gift card. So don't forget Buzzsprout. It makes your life easier when it comes to hosting a podcast. Hey guys, you got a smelly car that's got you down. Maybe you got a room that's not smelling so fresh and you got a girl coming over. Maybe you just got out the gym and your gym bag's not smelling so hot. Well, don't worry guys, I got the thing for you. Let me tell you guys about our friends at littlemshop.com. Little M, they literally make the coolest looking air fresheners in the world, and maybe even out of this world. Like, they got designs out of this world. They got these really cool Be Cool designs. They got the throwback rad designs that look like, I don't even know. They scream nostalgia. Let me tell you that much. Then they got the amazing scents like Miami Vice, Little Black Ice. They got a little citrus punch for you. And they got Dan's favorite sweet cream. He puts those things in his pillowcase so he can sleep at night because he loves the smell of that sweet cream. Please, guys, check them out. It's littlemshop.com. They got the coolest, the best air fresheners in the world. They are conversation starters. If you're an Uber driver, I highly recommend having one. That way you get all the best ratings. Lil M Shop. Check them out. It's www.littlemshop.com. Little M, so you don't smell bad yourself. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Weekly D podcast. My name is Danny G, and we are joined today by our new co-host, Kyle Kavnar, and we have a very special guest today. It's a spooky Halloween season episode, and our special guest comes from Houston. He is a young, talented artist. He's up and coming. He has some dope-ass music, over 100,000 streams on Spotify. Say hello to CA the Don.
Hey, how y'all doing? What's up?
What's up, man? How you feeling?
What's going on, man?
Man, feeling good, bro. Just got the gym, feeling healthy.
Nice. Got your sweat on?
Oh, yeah, I got a little pump on, you know?
Yeah. That's what's up, man.
Yes, sir. How y'all feeling?
You know, we're doing all right.
Yeah.
How's everything with Corona? Y'all good with this COVID shit?
Oh, yeah, man. It fucks everything up, but we good.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah,
Kentucky's been crazy, honestly, but it's fine.
Yeah, you out there. Yeah, what shit is? I know a lot of shit over here is open. Y'all open over there, or y'all locked down?
It's like half and half. There's a couple places, the bars and stuff right now, like aren't open unless they sell food. Yeah, unless they sell food, they're open. That's how they get around it. But otherwise, some of the bars in are equivalent to like a 6th Street or like a square. It's not there anymore. So. That's fine, but I mean, like a lot of stuff, you still got to wear a mask everywhere, and it's still kind of slowly opening up. We got like record number cases right now, still. Like they've actually got fire here, so they put more restrictions today, actually.
Wow.
So, really?
Good shit, right? Shit. Yeah.
But y'all's gyms are open or no?
Yes, they are.
Yeah, okay, yeah, at least.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Yeah, for sure. So one thing I like about Texas, they don't really take this shit serious over here. Everything's damn near open.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man! I was at Six Flags Fiesta, Texas yesterday. That
Wait,
whole was
Six
packed.
Flags? Six Flags?
Yeah,
Wow.
that whole was packed, bro. It was
For real?
packed.
Was it
Yeah.
really? Damn.
Yeah, so obviously Texas don't take coronavirus seriously.
Hell no.
Yeah, I mean there's Halloween parties and all sorts of shit going on this weekend.
Yeah. I got invited to like 4 of them on Saturday.
Oh yeah.
I don't know about that.
Well, how do you feel about coronavirus? Are you wearing a mask around, or you just?
I mean, yeah, I wear a mask and shit, but like, it's obviously real. But it's like I mean, it's kind of like something that's like we can't just stay at home and hide and keep shit locked down forever. You know, it's kind of like the other viruses and illnesses we have out there. Like, it's something we're going to kind of live with, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, I mean, who the fuck am I? Like, what do I know? You know, like I'm not a scientist or nothing. But I just feel like when the economy shit and people broke and shit, that also affects people's health and whatnot. So you know, it's kind of like it's hard. It's hard.
Yeah.
But I'm out here at gyms and shit. I'm out here. I still go out to bars and whatnot. Just acting a fool. So
what bars you be hitting up? Because I know a lot of them are still closed.
Yeah, I go to Poor Behavior a lot as a lead in there.
Yeah.
They got some real good food. I go there. I live out here by Sugarland. In Sugarland, so I go this place called Flying Saucers. My shit.
That's a spot right there, man.
Yeah, they got these tater tots with some goat cheese on it. I be going ham.
There's
I know what you're talking about.
Tater tots in a bar. Honestly.
Bro, no, those tater tots are superb.
Oh, you've had them?
Yeah. I stay out in Meadville.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. So we actually, ironically, all went to high school together. I don't know if you've noticed that. We just graduated a couple years ahead of you.
You went to Lamar?
Yeah.
Yeah, both of us went to Lamar.
Fuck up.
Yeah.
Wait, so who's older? You guys or me?
That would be me. That's 2012.
Yeah.
2012, so a year after, before me and you. What about
2012?
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did we know each other in high school?
I feel like we've all crossed paths. Well, I know I've crossed paths with you because you
look familiar. You
play football, right?
Huh? Yeah.
See,
yeah.
Football and basketball. Same here.
You look familiar. Yeah. What'd you say?
I was with a ton of the skater kids. Like I didn't skate, but I hung out with all of them. That was pretty much my group. Like, so you probably didn't pass each other, but we probably didn't know it. We probably never met.
Well, in high school, I like freshman through junior year, I was, like I would hang out with like the football players and whatnot. But senior year, I already graduated by senior year. So, but senior year, I barely went to school. That's when I discovered weed.
Yeah.
That's about time. About time it happens, honestly.
I discovered it early. I was the weed guy for a lot of people in high school.
Yeah. Oh shit. That's hard. That's crazy. I went to Lamar. That's crazy, bro. Lamar's old as shit, bro. That school's been there for like 300 years.
It really has been for a long time, though.
I got a lot of homies whose parents went to Lamar. I'm like, damn.
God damn. Holy shit. Yeah, that's wild.
That's wild. But good shit. Good shit. That's funny.
Well, were you doing music in high school, or were you still like just fucking other things?
So I was like, I was putting shit out on SoundCloud like I started in junior year.
Okay.
Like in junior years when I started like kind of recording and writing and shit, but then senior years when I started putting shit out on SoundCloud and whatnot, I print out CDs and shit, hand them out senior year. So y'all wasn't there for that, but around junior senior years when I started picking up like recording and shit.
Okay. Well, what got you into it? Because I know they used to do ciphers all the time at the lunchroom and stuff outside of
freestyles.
Yeah, I was in there. Damn, honestly, the people I grew up with, just the homies I grew up with, we just always freestyling and I don't know. I just the way I would hang out, my boy Ken, I would hang out with him and the way he broke down lyrics, like we just broke down lyrics and like flip out, geek out over bars, and I wanted that. I just always like, damn, I want to give that same reaction to motherfuckers, because that shit to me gives me chills. when I would hear some crazy ass shit. So that's really what got me into just being a fan, bro. Honestly, just being a fan of music. I wanted people to be a fan of me. I want to be a fan of myself, type shit. You know.
For
That's
sure.
what's up, man. That's what's up. I remember. I think I caught you a couple times when you were in some of those ciphers.
Yeah,
I
was always.
Yeah, I used to fuck with like I said, I played football, I played basketball, I fucked with all the nerds. Like I was all over the place. And then on top of that, I was a weed guy for a lot of people, so I floated around. A lot of people know my face; they may not know my name, but I was everywhere.
Your face looked familiar, but yeah, okay. You know, I know.
On the plug.
Yeah, I was a plug for everything: candy, weed. You wanted beers? I had that sometimes.
Yeah. That's hard. That's hard. I wasn't really into. I didn't do nothing. I didn't do no drugs or nothing in high school until senior year. I started smoking, but yeah, I didn't get into that shit till after high school. That's when I was a little pussy in high school.
Don't even feel bad. I was the same way.
It's not for everybody at that age, dude.
Yeah. Maybe it's a good thing.
Yeah. I didn't wild out until college, so that was like, I wouldn't even worry about that. I was a good kid too in high school, so I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is.
We're here now. We wilding out now. I'm making up.
That's right.
Oh yeah, you got to, man. You got to make up for it.
Yeah, I had 4 years to make up.
Yeah. So you started pushing shit out in sophomore and senior year. When did you like start taking it seriously, or when did you think like, oh, this is something I really want to step into this lane?
Dude, right after high school, man. Like freshman year of college. I think I put on my first song on iTunes like freshman year of college. So was that we'll graduate 13, so freshman would be 14. Okay. So like 2014 type shit. Is when I first started. Like I think I dropped my first song 14, 15, and I just straight out of high school. I just knew, you know, I didn't have no other like passion? I didn't want to do shit else. I knew it. I went to WCJC, the community college. Went to community college. I was like, man, what the fuck am I doing here? And it was just from there on. I just knew. I stayed in college for like a year, and I stopped going. I just started doing this shit.
Damn, that's what's up.
Yeah.
That's fucking badass.
Yes, sir.
I know how that is, dude. I went to college for 3 days, and I was like, nah, this ain't for me. I'm better at other things than
3 days.
Books. Yeah. I got my books, and I was like, oh, I'm done.
You spent money for nothing. You bought the book.
I know. Like, I didn't think it through, man. I did not think it through at all. I got my books. I remember it, and they gave us a shitload of homework. I was like, I'm trying to be a mechanic. I'm trying to be a creative. This ain't for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It ain't for everybody, man. But it's not for a lot of people, and they're in school, you know.
Yeah.
They just in it. They don't know where else. But I think that's kind of slowly changing.
Yeah.
Like people are starting to see you can do shit else.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, if you look at the push toward trade schools, for instance, like if you're looking at what people are doing when it comes to being like electrician or being like good at getting into something like in that regard, like a carpenter, things like that. And then people are also pushing like media. So they're going into like YouTube and they're pushing TikTok, music. Like you're seeing it become more of a realistic thing because now it is more of a realistic thing because now everyone's accessible
to it. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. At first, like that's true. Like other than college, it was just like other than college, trade school was the move. And I always thought trade school was the smarter move to do than go to a 4-year university and spend a lot of money to get fucked up. But but now it's more like you don't even gotta go to trade school. Now, like if you want to do some shit like creative shit or not even creative shit, like if you want to like help creatives, by being a cameraman or audio man or light shit, type shit so much in photography and just so much shit you can do with the internet. The internet's like a shop, it's a website. Instagram and shit's like a personal website for everybody type shit, So it's pretty dope. Sure. I like everybody complains about how everybody makes music now, everybody has a podcast, everybody's a photographer, but it's like that's dope.
I think it's awesome.
Dude, yeah, I love it, man. I when I started podcasting, I loved when I started seeing my friends were doing like creative shit, like making music, like Doug James. I don't know if you know Douglas James.
O'Shea.
Yeah.
So that was my homie, man. I grew up with him. Me and him used to always hoop together and everything. And seeing him start making music, seeing Jarvis Parsons start doing his videography thing.
Oh, boy, Spidey, yes sir.
Yeah. Seeing all them start doing badass shit, and then now we're seeing like the people behind us, like you, where you started blowing up making music. I was like, man, this is dope as shit. I love that my friends are going into creative avenues, and even
For
people
sure.
that I wasn't cool with or I wasn't very familiar with, like with you. I mean,
Yeah.
if I would have never started this podcast, we would probably never ran into each other again or shit like that. So I
Exactly.
love seeing when people are
It
super
connects, it
creative.
reconnects people, and yeah, it's cool to meet again here, type shit
Yeah,
doing this. That's dope.
yeah,
I
man.
agree.
100%.
For sure.
So yeah, so like music's kind of tough, isn't it? Like keeping that creative process going, figuring out like what's the next drop. Because I noticed with your music, you've changed your flow a little bit. You've done stylistic changes here and there. You started dabbling with the Spanish and the English, which is dope, by the way.
Yeah,
like when that's when I started paying attention to your music a lot more. I'm not gonna lie, because I used to follow you and like I've listened to your past stuff and your new stuff because I love seeing the evolution of people and seeing how you've been evolving to the Spanish and trap. Like what was your creative process there and what kind of pushed you that way?
Shit, bro, being Hispanic.
Yeah.
I think work. You might. Are you talking like the song "A Mi Lado"? Is that when that song? Is that when you first started listening? I think that was like 2 years ago, a year and a half ago.
Yeah. Like I started listening to you before that, but then like when I heard that, I was like, oh shit! Like he's making this whole transition.
I was working with this producer. I was working with Manny Fresh, and one of his producers is Hispanic, and he was like, we were just writing all our music, and he was like, damn, bro, you ever done some Spanish shit? I was like, nah. He was like, let's make a project on some Spanish shit. I'm like, all right. It just happened like that. It was just.
Were you comfortable with Spanish when you started, or did it take a relearning curve?
I mean, I'm fluent in Spanish, but like if I'm half Colombian, so like when I go to Colombia, they know that I'm not from Colombia. Yeah. They can tell. So that would scare me a little bit because when writing, I don't want to keep the lyrics basic. I want to try to get witty, but it's a little harder because Spanish is not my first language. But I was comfortable with it. It wasn't nothing. I grew up speaking Spanish and shit.
Oh, that's what's up, man. Yeah, I was curious about that because I know like I got a lot of friends that they're Hispanic. And they kind of lose the Spanish trait of speaking it because they don't speak it often. And then they have this like relearning curve when they get jobs and stuff. They're like, oh shit, we gotta figure this out.
Gotta get real fluent real fast.
Yeah. I know. I had to take advantage of it because it's not even taking advantage. It's honestly like I've been wanting to do that because I grew up. First music I listened to was like when I was little, it was NSYNC and like it's like NSYNC and all salsa music. I grew up listening to Spanish music, so. To me, the only reason that I didn't do that in the beginning was because I didn't have the production. Like I was grabbing beats, like people around you make rap beats. Nobody's really making good Latin beats. So when I met that producer, Steve-O, he's like a real producer. So I was like, okay, I finally got the fucking production. Now I could do the Spanish shit. So I had always been wanting to do it. This is the right timing.
Did it feel accomplishing to do that? Like to pull out the first Spanish track, A Mi Lado?
Oh, that dog! What that like everybody in my family knew I was making music. Like my family out in Colombia and shit in Canada, but they're like when I dropped that shit, like, oh, okay, now he making, he really making.
That's when they started listening and whatnot. Like they're like, damn, he's doing something.
Yeah, everything started lining up when I dropped on Mi Lado. Everything started lining up.
I mean, it's good to see too, man. I mean, you're definitely in a lot of ways like opening yourself up to a bigger audience when you do that kind of stuff. Like opening yourself up to Spanish, like is like not only to like for Colombians, for Mexicanos, like for Puerto Ricans, like Dominicans, like they love that shit right now. I mean, like some of the top, if you're talking in terms of top artists right now in America, I mean, you're talking like Bad Bunny, like you're talking J Balvin, you're talking these like Latin artists that are like,
and it kind of puts me in like what's the word I'm looking for? Like in demand, kind of like people want that feature. They want that feature from me because they want that Latin feel in their song. You know what I'm talking about? So that's the dope part about that.
For sure.
Yeah, I bet you got like a little springboard right now. You just gotta jump on it and ride that train. So, like when you did the music, were you planning on transitioning completely to Spanish music, or do you want to kind of dabble back and forth?
So like. At first, I was stressing about that, but I was like, "Nah, I don't want to stress about it." Cause like, I don't know. My plan is like, I'm not gonna go about this how nobody's gone about it. Like I'm the type of person that just kind of creates off like just feeling, bro. Like I never wanted to get boxed in. That's why I did that project with Amilado in Spanglish, not English.
Okay.
Not because I can't speak Spanish, because I can't, but I just want to kind of get people comfortable. Like, hey, like I'm not goddamn fucking battery. I'm not I'm not just a Latin artist. Like I'm not, you know what I'm talking about? Like I'm just an artist. I do.
For sure.
My first love was hip hop. Like that's just shit got me into this shit, hip hop, R&B. So I'll always have this in me, but definitely keep it mixed and just dabble in, you know.
Yeah, that's what's up. I think that's the best way to do it nowadays too. It's like why box yourself in one spot when you can do a million different things.
Exactly.
Versatility is so important, man. Like, it really is.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Like I said, I love that track. I love the vibe to it. I love everything you did there. It was like perfection. Because I've seen other people like that I'm friends with, and they try to do that transition, and it's like yours was nice and smooth. Some people are kind of like up and down, and you're like, oh,
yeah. I just maybe those people just didn't, you know, grow up listening to Spanish music. You know, to me, like I grew up listening to it, so it's kind of like I wanted to make that, as opposed to some people like, ooh, that's a good market to tap into. I should tap into it. I'm like, no, that's not why I did it. I genuinely like Spanish music, so I think
part of your life.
That's fucking dope. Well, who's your like favorite Spanish artist, or like your biggest influences through the Spanish music and hip hop?
Like all time, and that can be anything. Corridos, like reggaeton, like.
I really like Juanes. Y'all remember Juanes?
Juanes, yeah.
Juanes, rock band.
En la camisa negra.
Yeah, that's what's up, bro.
That was my first CD I ever bought. Was the Juanes? I forgot the name of it. It was a blue album. With his biggest album, their biggest album.
Yeah.
He was him and Celia Cruz. You remember Celia Cruz?
Oh, I love Celia Cruz, bro. I love Celia Cruz.
And Mark Anthony. Those three right there. I grew up on those three.
Damn, dude. Mark Anthony's straight hitters, bro.
Straight bangers.
Straight bangers.
And I can't forget the Don Omar.
Don Omar?
Don Omar is dope.
Yeah. Damn, dude. Yeah, Don Omar was a shit when he was up and going.
Oh, yes, sir. Sir.
Yeah, that's badass, dude. Because, like, for me, one of my favorite rappers of all time is Nori, but it's because he was one of the first people to bring in that reggaeton into hip hop.
Yeah.
He was.
Where he's from? He's from the Bronx, right?
He's Dominican, but yeah, he's from the Bronx. Yeah.
Okay. That's hard.
Yeah. I loved when he brought in like Daddy Yankee and he had Don Omar on that track. They just blew it up, man.
Groundbreaking type shit.
Yeah.
And we contribute a lot to hip hop, bro. Like Hispanics, like we was there from the beginning, you know. And although that it rooted from Black culture, of course, Hispanics took a big part in the push of it as well, you know.
Yeah.
And so it just.
I love that nowadays it feels like Hispanics are getting a little bit more of that praise in the music game, you know. It's like, you know how trends go, how first it was like rock, white people, and then we kind of shifted into hip hop, and now it's like the Spanish trap is coming in. Hispanics are doing it big. You see J Balvin getting that McDonald's deal.
Dog, what? That shit's so ridiculous. They need to stop. They need to stop with these McDonald's deals, bro.
Yeah.
It's funny to me. It's funny, like with me, the Travis Scott burger was just a fucking, what was that, just a quarter pounder with bacon?
It's literally
That's right.
Fries.
What's the J Balvin meal? What is that?
It's a Big Mac with pickles, fries with ketchup on them, and a McFlurry, I think.
And a McFlurry?
Yeah.
You don't eat that shit.
They told him, give me like a list, and I'm gonna go ahead and put them down. You tell me what you're gonna eat, all right? Okay.
Yeah, a McFlurry on top of all that? Come on.
If you can do your own McDonald's meal, what would you do?
Man, bro, a hot and spicy, a McDouble, and a large Powerade.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. People sleep on the hot and spicy, bro.
Huh?
People sleep on the hot and spicy, bro.
Man, what? They sleep. Extra mayo. No, I know mayonnaise. No. Extra mayo. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly what I do, man.
Chris just described the high school football lunch when you're on a way trip.
And, maybe that's why that's my favorite shit, because that's what they used to give us on the bus on the way back from games and shit.
Yeah, every away game, that's what we stopped at.
It's like therapy right now.
That's what I was telling Kyle. Last week we played this game where we're like, if we could make our own meals, what would you do? And I was like, it's easy. I'm gonna get me a double cheeseburger, a hot and spicy. I'm gonna put them together, make them a gangbang, and give me 2 apple pies on the side.
Ooh, dog! Have you tried their cherry pies?
No. Are they good?
It's a cherry and cream cheese pie from McDonald's.
Ooh.
Fucking crucial, bro.
Yeah.
They're doing that with the pumpkin right now with everything going on.
Yeah,
with faulty.
I don't like that.
I like it. I think it's
I don't
all
like
right.
I don't like
Okay. That's fair.
Oh, you don't fuck with pumpkin spice? I don't either, man.
I hate that shit.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about them spicy nugs though?
I haven't tried them yet.
Man, they discontinued them.
When they
Wait,
came
what do you mean
out,
discontinued?
they discontinued?
Yeah, they're done.
So they didn't do good.
Yeah.
They didn't do good.
That's
No,
I
they
like
were
them a lot.
they were a limited run. They did good, but it was like a limited thing. They'll probably bring them back.
I
make you so
didn't get to try them because when they dropped is right in the same time I got on like my health shit. Like in the middle of Corona, bro, I gained a lot of weight. I was at like 240. And
okay.
Yeah, and I just dropped like 235. I'm at like 205 now.
Mm-hmm.
And so like I had to drop a lot of weight. And right when the spicy nuggets came out, that's when I started dropping weight. So I didn't get to try it.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, it's for the best then. It worked out at the end of the day.
Man, I got a reality check yesterday when I went to Six Flags. Cause I put on some weight during coronavirus.
Yeah.
And I realized I got real big when I went on that ride, and they brought the little thing over it, and that hoe would not buckle. I would not get that first click.
Oh, no.
And I was like, "Fuck, man!" So then they put me on the fat people seats, and then that one clicked fine. But I was so pissed off. I was like, "Damn, I can't believe I let myself gain that much weight."
Damn. It's hard, bro. During Corona, you don't even notice it, and especially like Warzone came out. And like I was, and I've never been a gamer, bro. But you can't hang out with the bros, so I was like, the only way I can hang out with the bros was the Warzone. Talking with the and then I had my Stizzy pen. I was getting high playing. I found myself ordering Wingstop twice a day. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing?
It happens so fast, bro. It happens so fast, and before you know it, you're caught.
It's
up.
like by the time you know you're too fat to get on a fucking roller coaster.
Yeah.
That shit was fucking ridiculous, man. I was so pissed off when they told me, "Sir, you gotta go on aisle 4 where they got the big seats."
Bro,
you motherfuckers.
No.
I'd be like, nah, I'm gonna stay here.
I thought about it. I was like, I think I'm good.
Like,
man, I sucked it and that hole would not go over my shoulders.
right. But Adrian, you have a charger?
Probably perfect time because my dog's about to start barking, apparently. Yeah, there he is.
There he is.
Never fails. Balto makes his appearance.
What kind of dog you got?
He's a mutt. He's a Shih Tzu mix with a wire hair terrier.
Hey, what's his name?
His name's Balto.
Baldo?
Yeah, Balto.
That's hard.
Yeah, he's my buddy. He's just chilling over there right now.
But yeah, man, fucking Six Flags. That shit pissed me off.
Yeah, I haven't been to what Six Flags is the water park or is that just the amusement park?
No, it's an amusement and water park in San Antonio. It was my first time ever going.
I never liked water parks, but this could like right now, currently, like I think I'm in the best shape I've been in. So I've never liked water parks because I was just never in good enough shape for water parks, and so I never really did water. I've been to like 2, it just wasn't my shit. That and I think a lot of people in the same water for me just kind of scares me. I don't know.
Oh yeah, everyone's pissing in the water.
Because I know I pee when I'm, I know I'll pee in the fucking water, so I know motherfuckers pee.
You're not
wrong.
Just make sure the water doesn't go blue around you.
Grown ups.
What movie was that? Grown Ups 2, right?
Yeah. I actually saw that happen to one of my friends.
Oh, that's a real thing?
Hilarious. Yeah, it's a real thing.
It was real.
But it doesn't like spread out as big as they made it look in the movie. But you do get a little bit of blue around you.
Really?
How do you get out of that situation?
I ran like how I didn't want to be associated with him.
Yeah, I know you can't.
I was like, I've never seen that guy before.
Yeah, you can't get out of that situation. You gotta get out the pool and leave.
Oh, yeah.
Might as well at that point.
Man, at that point, they shut down the park, bro. They shut down the whole pool because they gotta clean it and they gotta sanitize it. And that was before coronavirus, so I'm sure it's worse now.
Oh yeah, they'll probably kill him now. They'll probably put his ass in jail. Stone him.
Yeah, man, that shit's wild.
All
right, let's keep going a little bit because I know
I got one for you.
Too long.
Okay, so dead or alive. Okay, so it can be anybody who's dead or alive. If you had the opportunity to collaborate with any artist, who would it be and why? It could be recent. It could be local.
If anybody would answer this for me, they would say Drake because everybody knows Drake my favorite. But I don't. I think. Damn, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I would say. Man, nah, it might be Drake. It's either Drake or Cole, dude. Drake or Cole, or the most random thing, Alicia Keys. You know what? Fuck that. No, Wayne, bro. Wayne.
Okay.
But it's gotta be. But see, a lot of Wayne's new shit is kind of like So
you're talking like Carter 3 and back.
Yeah, and Carter 3, Carter 2, Wayne. But he did just spaz on the YG album. That he had a verse on there. It was crazy. So I don't know if I caught Wayne on a good day. I think Wayne, bro, because it'll be easy, because I've been told by multiple inside sources that he takes 15 minutes to make a song, like off the top.
Damn.
So that to me, I hate sitting there with people that they're struggling to record and shit. So it'll be between Wayne and Drake, bro. To be honest with you, one of those two.
Damn, both are great choices, and both from Young Money. Like at the time, doing great things for themselves.
I grew up on Young Money, man. That's my shit.
Hell yeah.
My shit.
Hell yeah. So I noticed you said Wayne only takes 15 minutes to write a song. How long does it usually take you to drop a track?
So it all depends, bro. It all depends. Like it really varies. The last time I went to the studio to record was the song I'm about to drop this Thursday, actually, called OnlyFans. And it took me literally less than an hour and 40. I didn't hear the beat prior to it or nothing. I pulled it to the studio and we just turned it on. And in 45 minutes, I did the whole song. Like I did the hook in like 10 minutes. Just came up with then the verses. Right when the hook comes quick, the verses come quick. You know what I'm talking about?
Absolutely.
That's what's up, man.
And it honestly depends. Like I can't lie. Like if I got my engineer Dillo or my other engineer Tez, if they're recording me, my shit come a lot quicker. But if it's just me recording myself, it takes a little longer. But they make it easy on me. They make it real easy on me. It's just a vibe. So on the average, if I'm recording with Dillo, it'll take me an hour or two to come up with the whole song.
Okay. Yeah, that's what's up, dude. I'm excited to hear the OnlyFans song.
Oh, man.
Yeah, me too.
I've seen you promoting it, and I was like, "Oh, this shit's gonna be great, man."
Yeah, I'm gonna drop it the day before it drops on OnlyFans, just for one day, just to see who's fucking with me. And I'm trying to make a little change, a little song, little $5 video, and then I'm gonna take it down so motherfuckers can run up the YouTube.
Oh shit! What's your OnlyFans? That way, people that listen here will click on it.
I actually just sent in my ID and everything. They said tomorrow I should get an email that's approved, and then I'll drop the link.
Okay.
As
soon as you do that, we'll share it. So
appreciate it, bro.
For sure. We'll blow that shit up.
No, and that's like my start because I really want to start dropping shit on OnlyFans now. People think OnlyFans is just for porn, but it's not. And I've really been planning and tapping into just doing just shit y'all know who Andrew Schultz is?
Oh, dude, that's one of my top comedians right now. I follow him on everything. Flagrant. What's the other one? Brilliant Idiots.
Yo, Flagrant 2 is wow. I'm subscribed to the fucking Patreon. Like that's how much of a fan I am.
Damn, dude.
And that's the type of shit I want to tap into, especially when I get out there in LA. Just that type of shit. Because I like, aside from music, I like ranting and hear about shit. And apparently people like hearing me rant. So. I think so. I want to drop some shit on my OnlyFans like that, and just I got a couple of things in the work. I got a little thing where me and my homegirl want to review porn videos, but in the as the view of a movie critic, and judge the whole acting, the plotting, the everything, the girls, everything. So we got some shit in the works. We just writing it out, but
dude, let us know when you're dropping it, dude.
Yeah, for sure.
Everyone support.
Yeah, that's actually the original idea for this podcast. It was because we have a lot of friends in the sex worker field and whatnot. The original idea of this podcast was to bring in a bunch of strippers and a bunch of porn stars that we know, just bullshit with them, play games with them.
Hell yeah!
we took a little different direction because we wanted to get more. We wanted to build more of a crowd base for
First, that makes
Houston.
sense.
Yeah, and then expand on other things.
For sure,
That's
man.
what's up.
I got a lot of sex worker friends too, man. That's why I did the OnlyFans video. Kind of, because I just to let motherfuckers know where I stand with the whole thing. You know that I'm like behind the supporter because I find it so corny when dudes you see all the time, dudes online hating on girls with OnlyFans and do this. I'm like, bro, like y'all the same motherfuckers that probably subscribe to the pages. Y'all just won't tell.
Exactly.
100%. 100%.
Dude, I hate when people do that shit. Like, just fucking up them up. I mean, they're using what they're blessed with. Why not support them?
It's sex. What are we, like 80-year-old like Christians? Like, it's sex. Like, what the fuck? Everybody likes sex.
Exactly.
Times has changed, man. We can't be judging them over shit like that.
Anything
we should support them. Yeah.
You just look broke. If you're hating on them, you just look broke.
Yeah.
That's my
100%.
I agree 100% with you on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I fucking hate when people do that, man. It's like, why not just put on for them? They're making a bag. Let's praise them for doing what they're doing, because it takes balls to do to put shit on OnlyFans and.
No, for sure. It takes a certain type of confidence to do that shit too.
Mm-hmm. You want to support people who like are doing whatever they can do to make their money. You know what I mean? Like, I think everybody's got a different talent, and everybody's got a different way of going about things. And if that's what they want to do, like, I think that's totally fine. And I think you should be fully supportive of that.
Yeah.
I mean, make your money. Like, that's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. Some people are just, jealous too because they can't make that kind of money.
Because they can't go
like
on
that if they.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And shit, and it ain't hurt nobody, bro. It ain't like they out here robbing people. They ain't hurt nobody.
Absolutely.
They helping some people catch a nut.
Oh yeah.
Friday night,
can blow some steam off.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that like I said, I don't understand when people trip out about that shit. My girl told me, she's like, what would you do if you had OnlyFans? I was like, shit, do it. I was like, you need a photographer? I got you.
You'd be like, I'll subscribe. That's what I'll do.
Exactly. I'm gonna be buying everything. Shit.
You can be a camera guy. There you go.
Hell yeah, I'll be the camera guy, the social media guy. I'll do whatever I got. Get the bag. I told her as long as I get an Xbox.
How long you and your girl been together?
About 2 years.
Mm-hmm. Yep. What's that like? Being normal, being in a relationship.
I love it because I went from being a completely wild child to kind of like just calming down, chilling with one girl. Honestly, for me, it was best case scenario. Like, it was a girl that I've known for years, and we were really cool. We had a great friendship, and it worked out. I mean, I know it's not for everybody, but for me, it was the best thing that could happen.
For sure. Dog wilding.
Yeah, that dog's tripping, man. But yeah, I mean, ironically, I met my girlfriend at church. So yeah, that's cool. Like I said, it's not for everybody, but for me, it was best case scenario. I went from fucking wilding out, trying to do porn, trying to have threesomes with everybody. I was wilding.
It was the right time. She saved you before you went out the easy way. Rest in peace to Easy E.
Fuck yeah, rest in peace to GOAT, man.
For real.
Absolutely.
So, are you from Texas or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was born on Memorial Herman on 59.
Damn. Okay.
Yes, sir. Right next to HBU. Yes, sir.
Oh yeah.
Good to have a local.
Yeah.
And I grew up. Well, I grew up in A-Leaf until I was like 8, 9, and then we moved to Sugar Land. And I grew up in Sugar Land. So
gotcha.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's
funny.
Up, man.
I actually lived in A-Leaf for about 4 years.
You did?
When I was young. Yeah, when I was born, actually, I want to say the same hospital, and we lived in A-Leaf. And we lived in A-Leaf 4 to 5 years of my life. Yeah, with all my family.
I feel like most people I know from the city at some point in their life lived in A-Leaf. You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. It's a SWAT Southwest.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'm the only foreigner.
Cali boy.
Yeah, born in California.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Hey.
Born in Orange County.
Hey.
Moved down here for high school. Yeah.
Wait, how old were you when you moved here?
13, 14.
Oh, so you grew up over there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
We met in
young.
what, seventh? We met in what, 7th or 8th grade?
I think 8th grade, because it
was 8th grade.
It was 8th, yeah, because I had finished school in California, and then I came down here, and I was like, "Fuck, I gotta go back." You good?
Yeah, my ear came up. Let me put the bitch back on.
Oh no, you're good. Like, we'll adjust and edit stuff too, so don't worry.
That's bad.
Yeah, and we'll edit out whatever's like fucked up or what. It don't matter. All right. So you're doing OnlyFans. You're gonna get on OnlyFans. What inspired that song? Or you said you're sex worker friends, right?
Yeah. A lot of my close friends. Look, I got a couple really close friends that are on OnlyFans and shit. And, I mean, they fuck with me hard. I fuck with them hard. And they always come through when I need somebody for a photo shoot, video shoot, and it's just like I respect hustle. You know, anything. I respect this shit. People do podcasts. People that paint. Got a homegirl that paints. I got respect. Everybody's doing something. It takes balls to do something out of the norm that we've been kind of, you know.
We've been sold the norm.
We've been sold this motherfucking, you know, you gotta. So anybody that's doing something actually putting, you know, elbow grease into it.
Oh yeah,
I respect that shit. You know.
That's what's up, man.
100%.
We appreciate you coming on, man. Because I know you're busy. You said you're flying up soon.
In the morning, yeah.
Sure. So, what was like the best advice anyone ever gave you when you were entering the music game?
Damn. I feel like I've asked myself this question before.
Have you? You should just
the best advice I've gotten to take everything to take advice with a grain of salt. Or to not, you know, take advice, listen to it, don't be closed-minded, but always take people's advice just for that. That's your advice, that's your point of view. I'll soak it in, but don't dwell on somebody's advice too much. You know,
100%.
Types like that.
Yeah, I agree.
Because what works
man.
for somebody doesn't. Yeah, what works for somebody doesn't necessarily work for you.
It's for sure, and it might, and that's why you should listen to it. But don't just be blindly follow everybody's advice, because your head gonna start hurting. You know, you listen to this person, that person. You're like,
you gotta create your own lane. You gotta create your own lane and follow it. You know, people give you good or bad advice. It just depends on you what you listen to,
bro. And that's like my biggest fear is like taking bad advice, because I've received bad advice and I've taken bad advice, and I'm just like, that's my biggest fear. That's why I always listen to people, even people close to me. Sometimes, I mean, I got some smart people around me, but sometimes they be giving some advice. I'd be like, you know, so that's my biggest fear. I don't want to take somebody's advice and make the wrong decision based off their. I'd rather fuck up based off my shit, you know.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, that's one thing I went through with this podcast. You know, I had so many people giving me advice. Like even my friends that worked at the radio station were like, do this, do that, do this. And I was like, but I want to create my own brand. Like my own brand goes on its own path. Like I'll listen to y'all. I'll take bits and pieces here, but you can't listen to everybody, because I made some bad mistakes that got me in trouble, and I was like, fuck, you know, I shouldn't have listened to this person.
And I've given bad advice before too, so I've given bad advice before, so I know how it is. So I know, that's why I always look at it that way. It's like, okay, you might be giving me bad advice this time around. I don't want to listen to you.
Yeah.
But with that being said, I am very open-minded to anybody's critique or opinion or anything. You know, I'm not close-minded at all. I'll listen to anybody in my camp will tell you. You know, I'm like, I always go for people. I always ask people for their opinion, and I take it in, kind of do math and shit, try to see what makes sense and type shit.
Yeah. That's what
I think that's super important.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. That's super important because, like, I don't know if you've noticed this with a lot of local artists and stuff like that. People want to come up. Some people aren't necessarily all that open to advice and critiques, and they think exactly what they're doing is exactly what's making themselves successful, but they're not really being successful. They want to do their own lane, create their own lane, think they're making their own way, but they don't want to listen to advice.
Yeah.
And then they wonder why they're not growing. They're not meeting with these producers, not meeting with these other artists and collaborating with them.
Because nobody wants to work. And nobody wants to work with somebody that's not gonna, nobody wants to work with somebody that's not gonna listen to their advice. And bro, if you don't listen to nobody's advice, like you will really, like, I don't know, what outlook do you even have? You know, if you're just everything is just what you think and you just follow everything, you think you're right on everything. Like, what do you even put? What have you learned? You can't learn shit. You know.
Absolutely. I mean, even people that have been successful. I mean, look at Russ. I think Russ is a great example of what happens when you don't take people's advice.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, you look at him; he's a very successful artist. He does a lot of stuff on himself. You know, himself. He produces his own music. He writes his own music, but his perception, based on the fact that he's had so many types of interviews where he's come off very cocky. He's come off very self-serving. He is very like, I don't care. This is what I'm doing, like kind of thing. And look where that's pushed him. I mean, he's basically been blackballed from the hip hop community in a lot of ways.
Yeah. I think with him, it's like a double like edged sword. Kind of like that same thing also kind of helped him because like I feel like him knowing exactly what he wants got him to where he's at. You know, like he just knows like he might not listen to people, but that kind of that kind of got him to where he was. But at the same time, like you said, it did turn a lot of people off. Like I feel like he has he's talented, and but I think a lot of people don't fuck with him because of that fact that he's kind of comes off really arrogant, type shit. You know, like he won't listen to nobody. You know what I'm talking
I
about?
agree.
And I personally fuck with him. I fuck with the Russ, but I see that. I see how people, wouldn't fuck with him.
Yeah. And I don't know, but I feel like as an artist, you need to have some sort of cockiness to you. To,
that's
push
true.
yourself.
That's
you gotta believe you're the best rapper, best singer whenever you step in the room, because that's where music comes from. This confidence within oneself.
Well, I always tell people.
Very true.
I always tell people in this shit, like especially like in almost everything, but especially this music shit, you got to have a certain level of healthy like delusion. Like you got to have this certain level of delusion where you're like 3-4 years ago, I had no reason to be like to drop out of school and think that this, show like on paper. If you're looking on paper, what I had accomplished or what I was doing, I had no reason to drop out of school and keep going. But it's that delusion in me. It was like, nah, I'm a man. Type shit. And that's what kept me going. So you gotta have that little sense, but you can't let it get too delusional. That's when you self-destruct.
Yeah.
For sure.
So I got a question. Coming up in Houston, like what is it like for someone in your position that's a Spanish and English speaker, and you're trying to make it in the music game? What is it like in the Houston scene? Like, is it do you think being bilingual and having the style of rap, not being closed-minded to things, do you think that opens more windows for you here, or?
Yeah, for sure. I've gotten 100% because everybody wants, like I said earlier, everybody wants that. Every time I get hit up for a feature, especially locally, it's like, hey man, like I got this Latin record, I got this Latin beat, I got this Latin style beat. I was looking for a Latin artist, looking for Latin, so that's what they reached. That's when I started getting more people to reach out to me for that role. Like it's like a role. It's like a role that I play type shit. Yeah. For sure.
And have you been doing shows this year or not really?
No, I mean, as soon as COVID started, it stopped. But I did I did like 2 shows this year. I performed at Axelrad with my boy Dende. Okay. I performed at Darby's. You ever been to Darby's? You ever remember that place?
No, I've never been.
Darby's. I performed at Avant Garden. No, that was last year.
I like Avant Garden.
Yeah, I love Avant. It's open now. I went last weekend. I went this weekend. It was wild.
It's so chill.
So chill. And I performed at, I forgot, it was a Spanish bar I performed at. That was the last show I did. Before Corona hit.
Yeah. Do you have like a favorite performance you've had or someone you've gone on stage with?
That last one that I did, to me personally, was my best performance. Yeah. It's just kind of because I took more time to rehearse. I had my little voice box. I had bought a voice box that like I can plug in my effects that I want and stuff. So I had that ready. I had a guitarist and shit. So I did acoustic versions of a couple of my songs, and it was just dope. Cool. I feel like at that point I had a good catalog. That and I mean, the performance itself wasn't that good, but I performed at U of H's Frontier Fiesta. I think that's what it's called. It's this festival U of H throws yearly, so that was cool. I performed there.
Is that the one they do with like all the different Spanish cultures and whatnot? Like it's run by the alumni?
It's run by alumni. No. It's run by students. Okay. And it's not just Spanish culture. They bring like on the last night they'll have a big artist. Like I remember I went one year and saw Schoolboy Q. type shit.
Oh,
so like,
okay.
But it's like I
Okay.
performed on like one of the not that night. I performed like on one of the other nights. But that was a cool experience because it was a big ass stage. That was like the biggest stage I performed at.
Damn, that's badass.
It was like a real stage of shit. Like so it was definitely like not my best performance, but the fact that experience, you know, I'm talking about, it was shocking. It was being on that stage, walking on there, I'm like, oh shit.
And there's people fucking with you and everything.
And there's fucking these speakers sound, you know, it was just a wild new feeling type shit. Yeah. Oh, and my favorite, actually, I take that all back. My favorite performance was Warehouse Live 2 years ago. Performed with Manny. There was a show Manny Fresh threw, and he was DJing it. And I performed. That was my favorite show. Show.
You know, I was supposed to go. I was gonna go to that show, but I forgot what happened last minute. I didn't get to go.
You know what Sean talking about? Yeah. That bitch was packed. And it was packed, bro. It was fucking sold out. It was me and like 3 other artists. And then, of course, Fresh. And I think everybody pulled up because I was at that time, but that was right before Ami Lalo. I wish Ami Lalo had dropped because I would have performed. That would have been a banger. But
have you had a chance to perform Ami Lalo? Like,
yeah, for sure. I performed at the U of A show. I performed at the last show I did before COVID. And I performed it when I dropped Ami Lalo. A lot of DJs in the city, like 3 of them, were showing a lot of love and they're playing at the clubs. You ever been to Diablo Loco?
Yep, I've been there a bunch of times. On Richmond.
My boy Dan, Jam and Jay, DJ Jam and Jay, he spanned it and he played the video. He would invite me out there on Fridays and Saturdays and just kind of while he's playing it to perform it on the booth and shit.
That's fucking dope. Yeah. What's that feeling like, man? When you walk in somewhere or like that where the people are playing it? What's that feeling when you walk in the room and you hear your song and people are you just see everyone fucking with it, like vibing to it?
It's a live ass feeling. It's definitely a lot cooler than when I'm at like somebody's house and they start playing on TV. It's kind of like don't put me in that position. Like, but when I go out to bars and shit and they play it, like it's dope. It's dope. I usually go show love to the DJ and we just turn it up.
That's what's up, man.
That's cool.
Is there like one place you dream of performing at, or like one stage you really want to do?
That Grammy stage. I want to perform. I want to perform on that Grammy stage. 100%. I want to perform with I want to perform one of my songs at Grammy stage and have a whole orchestra or do a re-edition of something in one of my songs and just have that Grammy moment. You know what I'm talking about?
Bro, that'd be badass. That's gonna be badass when it happens.
It's gonna be badass.
You have so much fucking potential. You have so much talent. Like you got the look. You got everything going for you, man.
Appreciate it, bro.
I have high hopes and I have a good feeling you're gonna blow up, bro.
Thank you, bro. We getting there.
Oh, you're gonna get there, man. There's no doubt about that.
Okay, so I got one for you. And this one's gonna be. So we're gonna get a little deep here. So I just want to go over that first and foremost, but. So what would you say is one time that you can say like you failed at something, like genuinely like I fucked up, this was bad. And when it happened, like how did you actually like overcome that? Like what did you do to like be like, okay, like this happened, like what did you do to get through that?
Like music wise or just overall?
It can be either or.
Let's see, music wise, I have had several performances, you know, where I felt like it was just trash. I just felt like I didn't do well. I just didn't perform well. I didn't perform well, and the crowd just wasn't feeling it. So it felt discouraging. But and my issue has always been, especially after bad performances, where I'm really hard on myself. I get home and I get down for like a week or so. But I mean, I just handle it by just keep going. I always just tell myself when I have a bad performance, I always tell myself make better music. Like I want to make a better song. Better music so I can perform and type shit. That's music wise that I failed. Other than that, I don't something that I failed. My last relationship, I failed at that.
I mean, happiness is the best of us, my man. Like,
it happens to everyone, man.
But I just keep pushing, bro. Honestly, when career wise, my biggest letdowns have been just bad performances.
Gotcha.
And I just kept going. I just kept booking them. I just knew it was practice.
And that's I think that's a great way to overcome that because I've always been told like you fail up. That's what you need to do instead of failing and feeling hard on yourself and down on yourself, because you're going to do that regardless. It's already going to happen. You're going to have a bad time. You're going to be like, okay, like this was a bad experience. But like I've always heard the term fail up. So when you fail, next time it's like, okay, instead of looking down on yourself and feeling what I'm doing, it's like, okay, what can I do better? Where did I look at? Kind of almost like looking at a replay for like after a football game and seeing kind
after
of like
a game, like watching film. Yeah.
When you watch film, like it's just kind of like, okay, like where can I improve here and how can I get better? And it's good to see that you're doing that, and it's good to see that like for people that are watching that are looking into trying to get into music or getting into any kind of hobby or culture or whatever you're doing, like fail up, you know.
Yeah, for sure. And it's and like you said, like watching film, like that's the hardest part for me. Like I always get somebody to film my performances, and watching your performance after, like the next day after you drop, after you bomb it, is the most cringe fucking thing ever. But you gotta do it. Like you got, like I always tell myself, like bro, like you just gotta be realistic. You gotta be mature. You gotta be a man. And you gotta be like, no, nobody else gonna fix it for you. Nobody, like you can't, like. People get the sense that somebody's gonna help them, somebody's gonna reach out and teach them how to perform and teach them how to do this. Like you just gotta realistically be like, look, I did bad and I gotta get better. I gotta get better. So that's how I just look at it, man. I look at that shit just I look at it, and a bad performance, I always look at it as I got that out the way, because I know motherfuckers, I know everybody gotta go through bad performances. You gotta take L's. You gonna go through L's your whole life, and especially on your way up. So every L I take, I look at it as like, okay, thank God I got that L out the way, and so just keep moving from there.
I love to see it. That's awesome.
I like your mentality there, man, where it's like, fuck it happened, let's move forward, let's keep going.
Keep moving, for sure.
Sure. I know exactly how that is. I tried my best at doing stand-up a little bit and did a couple open mics. First open mic I did, I bombed. I got 0 laughs the whole fucking time. Until the last thing I said was, I was like, damn, I thought I was actually funny. And I threw the mic, and then people fucking laughed. But, and that shit, like, I was like, man, fuck this. I'm never doing this again. And then one day I got drunk and I hopped on, and it went a little bit better. I got like 2 or 3 laughs, but I was like, all right, maybe if I just work on it, keep practicing, I'll do it. You got to move forward.
Yeah, you got to, it's good to pinpoint. Like, you got to be like your own coach. Like, you got to be your own coach. You got to pinpoint, okay, what made them laugh? All right. Okay, what didn't they laugh at? All right, bet. And you really, really got to study yourself. Like, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Really got to practice.
And that's the hardest part, man. Studying yourself and actually, like, listening to yourself and seeing where you fucked up. It's like, oh.
Cringe, because it's so cringe. Yeah. Oh, it's so cringe. Trust me, I know.
It's like when I started this podcast, man, the first episodes, I listened to them, I'm just like, oh, why'd I do that? Why'd I say that?
No, trust me. I listened to some of my older shit. I'm like, but it was necessary for that growth. I had to. I had to do that. I'm glad I did. I feel like I tainted my name to a lot of people I went to high school with, just because I was always pushing my shit like it was the hardest shit out. Always handing out CDs, and I mean, realistically, listening back now, that shit was ass. So a lot of people still have that perception like this is that motherfucker. But I don't regret it, because it was necessary. It was just necessary for me to get that shit out. I had to get that shit out of me and to be able to keep moving.
Yeah. You got to flop a couple times to know what hits and what doesn't. That's the learning curve. And I'm happy you did it that way, where you that young, you're like, fuck, this is the best shit. I'm gonna push it.
Yeah. Yeah. One of my favorite stories that, like, even to this day, like, I'm not even gonna lie, like, I still think about, because it's just an idea of like, okay, like, if he could do it, I could do it. I could be successful just like that. Mark Hernandez, like Mark the Protege.
Yeah.
So one of the first things that he had said, like when he was kind of like talking up to himself, I was a pretty big fan of him as he was kind of like starting to slowly kind of come up, and he's been doing good things in the Houston scene. It's been good to see. Now he's got his little podcast going, which has also been good. It's fun to watch. But one of his things was when he was in high school, right before we were juniors, and then he was a senior. He had performed at a talent show, and basically got laughed at off stage when he did his rap. And it was his first time really expressing that and doing that. He got so mad that he said, "Fuck y'all," and dipped out, threw the mic and dipped out.
Damn.
And he was so embarrassed with himself. But
damn,
he went through it. He said he like the thing that I've always seen is like even after that, the whole school like is sitting at the talent show, at least a good majority of them, and he literally gets so frustrated with himself that he throws his mic and says to fuck off, like, and dips out. He still is pursuing what he loves and what he's doing.
Yeah.
And I think that's and he's doing a good job at that. You know, I've been listening to that dude since he was young scat. Like,
yeah.
And it's good to see like that type of growth. And like, it's one of those things that still to this day, like I think about even in my regular ass job or doing this podcast, for instance, because, you know, I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of time that I've had people that I probably know, you know, with my old podcast that I used to do a horror podcast because I'm gonna need a beer that ended up stopping, that I'm sure laughed at my podcast, that thought it was cringy, stupid, you know, whatever. But you know what? At the end of the day, it's something you enjoy doing. It's something you love doing. And as long as you keep doing it, people are going to take it.
No, they're gonna start respecting it. They're gonna start. If you keep doing it, obviously you're only gonna get better. But they're gonna start respecting it. Like I've gotten that. My boy Zig, he told me that the other day. He was like, a lot of motherfuckers. Like I just remember, like he was like not like a lot of. I just always heard a lot of motherfuckers just come up to me and talk about you and this and that. And he was like, man, I always tell them put respect in your name because the one thing they can't say is that you ain't even hustling for it because you just gotta keep. If you just keep doing it, people got no other choice but to respect it, you know. And you keep doing it, you're only gonna get better. It's like working out. It's like lifting weights. Like it only makes sense that you're gonna get better. Unless you absolutely, if you doing this shit and you're not getting better, you're not really doing it. You're faking it. You know, you're not really
exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But shout out to Mark, man. That's what's up. I didn't know that story. I didn't know he got laughed off stage. That takes a man to really fucking, you know, the whole school laughing at you and you're on stage. It takes a motherfucking man to keep doing that shit. He's still doing the shit. I see him.
Yeah, he's still pushing strong, man. I mean, that's why I always find it important, dude, to push people that are being creative. Like, put on for them, support them. Even if their shit's trash at first, you know, eventually, as long as they keep doing it, it's going to get better.
It's going to get better, for sure.
Yeah, yeah. So, what drives you to do music, dude?
Nowadays?
What's that thing that pushes you where you're just like, this is what I want to do. This is the driving factor.
Music itself, man. Fan. I just want, like I said earlier, I'm just a fucking fan. I'm a geek. I'm a music geek. I'm a fucking, like, I'll geek out over like the smallest shit of a song, like one bar, like a one liner. And I just want to recreate that moment for other people and for myself. I want to be able to. I look forward to the celebration. Like I look forward to that listening party with that private listening party with the homies, just kind of listening to a complete great project. And I guess that's what's pushing me. The fact that I know I'm still not as good as I can be and will be. So that kind of pushes me like I gotta get. I want to reach that point where I make a Grammy quality album, and so I haven't yet. So that's what pushes me. I'm not there yet. You know?
Oh, dude, you're definitely on the right track, though.
Yeah.
I definitely on the right track.
Appreciate it, bro.
Versatility.
Yeah.
Thank you, bro.
So with you saying that you were a fan of like Celia Cruz and Mark Anthony, which are obviously huge sound subjects, do you hope to one day like dabble into salsa or have mix with salsa?
Hell yeah, bro! I can't, man. It's tricky because like that's a whole other like production type shit, you know. So, but the more that I'm into this, the more I'm meeting more people and type shit. So I'm pretty sure, you know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it'll happen one day, bro. It'll happen one day.
Yeah.
I really want to touch all the Spanish genres and, you know, put my little style into it, you know.
Dude, that's what's up. Yeah. Dude,
especially salsa.
Honestly, I love the new generation of music that's really mixing that up, since we're, you know, in general, we're all super mixed nowadays, or we're not like our parents were, they were to their own kind, to their own groups. Since we're all like mixed in together, and we have all sorts of friends from different sides. I love how hip hop has changed, and how music has changed in general, where you hear different influences all together.
100%. It's beautiful.
Yeah, like shit. One of my favorite songs right now is the song Snoop Dogg did with Banda MS. It's called Maldito Amor, where it's literally like banda music and Snoop Dogg rapping over it.
Really?
It's dope.
Yeah, it's dope as fuck, man.
That's
I
crazy.
gotta listen to that. You have to send me that.
Yeah,
I heard that.
and then you got freaking Houston native Bo Bundy doing the same thing where he has like
Yeah. He's so
Yeah.
funny,
That boy's
bro.
doing big things.
Fuck yeah,
He cracks me up, bro.
yeah.
So funny. That fucking picture he posted with naked.
Yeah, with the cowboy hat.
The cowboy hat.
He posted a picture like showing his butt or some
Yeah.
shit. It was hilarious. That shit was
Balls,
funny.
bro.
Oh, yeah.
Balls of fucking.
When I saw that, I told my girl and some friends, I was like, look, if this dude can do it, I'm gonna start my own OnlyFans, and I'm just gonna post random fucking pictures like that.
He should start an OnlyFans. I bet he'll get some money off that.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that shit is fucking hilarious, man. Dude, that's dope though. Like I said, I love how music's churning and how the Hispanic culture is.
Yeah, we taking over, baby. We coming.
Yeah.
We coming.
I can't
They
wait to
fuck
see
with us
it, bro.
hard.
Yeah,
Like I said, that Spanish is in demand. Everybody wants that feature from the Latin artists. And it's because it's so global, it's so international. You know, the sound, our sound's always been so global and international. So when we touch into hip hop, we just always give it that flavor. Like, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
100%.
Everywhere, bro.
Yeah, that's so fucking dope, man. I can't wait to hear. Like, if you ever get to do something with salsa or something.
Oh, I'm a.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Do you dance or?
Huh?
Do you dance or not really?
Oh yeah, I can dance. Yeah. Oh yeah, I can. But I'm Colombian, bro. Come on.
Yeah, you got to.
All I need is a little bit. All I need is like a shot or two, and I'm in this bitch. I'm just
loosey goosey.
The hips start moving.
That's what's up.
Good shit, bro. Good shit.
Do you have any artists like local that you fuck with right now, or that you're listening to?
Locally?
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. I mean, aside from my boy Cam Sos, he's like my right hand guy. Like he was my first producer. He's a great pop R&B singer. That motherfucker got the voice of a baby angel. He be just singing. Him, Dende. Oh, dog, Dende's amazing. Dende's. If y'all ain't listening to Dende, y'all need to go listen to Dende. I think his Twitter's what? His Twitter's I am Dende. He's amazing, bro. He's a rap. He raps and sings, but he's like on some alternative R&B hip hop. I don't know, bro. Dende just cold as fuck.
Yeah,
I fuck with that. You're talking like alternative.
Have you heard of him?
So you're talking like.
But shit, I want to. You're hyping big time.
Yeah, I sent y'all his shit. Who else? Lily Aviana. She is a female singer from over here. She cold as fuck with it too. Yeah. Locally, those three are what I've been listening to a lot lately.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're cold with it, bro. Super cold with it. Look at you.
You definitely got to send us all that stuff when you get a chance. Send us.
Yeah. As soon as we finish this, I'm gonna send y'all because y'all need, bro. Like they got like music, like quality music, and they both on the way up too. Like they both Lily just signed. I don't know who she signed to, but she just signed. Dende's been blowing up on every time he drops something on Twitter. She's been blowing up like thousands of retweets and shit. So
holy
shit. Yeah, definitely send us the information because we definitely want to check them out, follow them, support their music, and we love to support local artists. So.
Oh yeah. Do you remember what your first music video shoot was like?
Yep.
Like what was that?
Remember?
Huh? Do I remember?
Yeah. No. My first video shoot was this song called "Be Alright." It was the first song I put out, and it was the worst fucking video I've ever seen in my motherfucking life. And I remember the whole process. The director came over with his crew and the one model, and then we sat down in my kitchen downstairs, and he pitched the whole idea right there. And we started shooting 30 minutes after he pitched the idea. And it was just the wackest shit ever. And then they set up this green screen in my backyard. And I just remember looking at the video. It was just whack, bro. It was just trash. It was just the
worst. You know which one I do like? I do fuck with a lot is that one you have with Trey and Byron. It's like an Army Vietnam War. It's like type.
Oh yeah, the Spidey.
It's like it's a Spidey Weber.
Soldiers.
Yeah.
That shit was fucking. The song's fire, but I really liked the music video. I was like, oh man, this is fun, bro.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, man. Shout out Spidey, bro. Spidey, I love shooting Spidey, bro. He threw out the whole idea. He booked that horse that was in that bitch, and shout out to Trey, great acting in that bitch, bro. That was a fun shoot. That was actually one of the funnest shoots I've done. That one and the only finished shoot. But that one was fun because we got to act like it was a war.
Yeah.
It
Like
was
Trey
it was a
fell,
cool
he was like,
fucking-
help. I was like, gotcha. And we had real, those guns were real. All those
Oh, really?
guns were real. Real guns. Real. We had tools on us.
Damn.
I remember we were shooting that video behind my house. Actually, we were in Sugarland, in like the forest by the Brazos River.
By the Brazos? Damn.
Yeah. And it was like 1 p.m. and we had real guns, rifles, and there was this old Asian family walking by, and they saw we all fucking out there with guns, and they just stopped, and they started taking pictures of us.
Oh,
and
shit.
then they walked away, and like they looked scared, and so like our camera guy went up to them and was like, "Hey, we're just shooting a video of all of it." And they're like, "Okay." They're like,
"Dang,
they're probably full of shit, bro. We have like 5 rifles on us and shit."
God,
boy looking sus."
that was one of Spidey's like first like videos, wasn't it? When he started like stepping it up a little bit.
Yeah, I think so. Cause I remember that boy.
That was our second video though. I had shot with him before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had shot a song with him before called Lonely Nights, which is a great video.
With Haley Jackson,
oh,
right?
yeah.
Haley's a good friend of mine from.
I mixed them up in order.
We used
I
to
don't
be
know why I mixed them up.
we were both in a choir together. So like I know Haley. I go a long time. I go way back with Haley.
Man, she's a great soul, bro. I love Haley. She always drops in the messages here and there, just to tell me she supports and just showing love always.
You still in Atlanta?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm not performing with her in town a couple years, like 2 years ago, but I'm not sure if she's still in
that song's also fire. I have it on my Spotify playlist actually. My hip hop Spotify playlist for that song.
I actually made that beat.
Oh, did you?
It's like one of the few beats that I made that I hopped on.
That's badass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's really easy because we've been fucking with you for like a while, so it's like really easy to have this kind of interview. I was like,
fuck with that.
I've been listening to y'all stuff for like a couple years now.
Oh yeah.
That's hard, bro.
Yeah.
You guys were in Trey's class. I'm tripping. That makes sense.
Yeah. I was homies with Trey. Me and Trey used to play football too.
Boy, Trey used to live. Man, me and Trey got super close after high school. The past 2 years, he moved in with he used to live with my homie over here in Graywood. He was just lived with all the bros, So I would kick with him all the time and shit.
We're actually gonna have to hit him up, I think, though, because like I haven't heard from him in a while, so I definitely want to maybe hit him up and chop it up on him.
Yeah. He's been busy working and in love and shit, so you know how it is. Love.
No, I get you.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Man.
I love it. I love
Married
seeing
5
friends
years.
prospering in a healthy relationship.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yep.
Let's see.
Damn.
So how are we doing? How are we doing on time, Chris? Are you still good with everything? Do you feel like you're?
Yeah, we good. Yeah.
Okay.
It's only 9:20.
I just want to make sure we're not what's it called, going over or anything like that. I don't want you to get upset.
What time did we start?
About 8 o'clock. We started about pretty much on the dot. 8:10 maybe.
Yeah. Wow. Oh yeah, we was on time. Yeah, we good. We good for a little more. I literally haven't even started packing. I'll pack. But yeah, I gotta be at the house by like, flight's at 8, so I gotta be there around like 6.
Yeah. Especially with like
2 to 3 hours.
Stuff, you might want to like.
And it's hobby airport's not that busy, so it won't be that bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How do you feel about flying right now? Like with the whole COVID thing?
Oh, I mean, I just hate flying overall, but
really,
I hate. It's not scared or nothing. I hate sitting still
for so long.
For so fucking long. What am I supposed to do? Like, what the fuck? I hate that shit.
Yeah.
I gotta be just talking to people and shit. But the whole mask shit. Do I have to wear a mask the whole flight?
I think
you
so.
want. Yeah, they're gonna make you wear a mask the whole time.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom about 20 times.
And just buy yourself a hazmat suit, dude. Just walk in with the hazmat suit.
I'm gonna hang out in the bathroom the whole flight.
Dude, honestly, that thing, it's so hard to breathe in those things. It's
I hate it, bro. I hate it. I can't do it.
It sucked yesterday that I went to Six Flags. We had to wear our masks the whole time. Even when you're on the rides, you have to wear it. Yeah. And that shit fucking sucks.
I can just rolling up like.
Yeah. So some lady lost hers and they started yelling at her. I was like, we're on the fucking ride. She can't keep that shit on.
It's like, what? She can't help that. Like,
yeah. We don't know what the fuck we're doing with this corona shit. We're just guessing.
No, we really don't. At this point, it's all guess.
I say we just open everything up, make people.
Okay, dog. Okay. But I heard my cousin is about to be graduated to be a doctor from U of H, and he said that with this virus, there's no herd immunity type. Like you can't like if you catch it, you can still catch it.
Because it keeps
Yeah, you catch it
right?
again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
you
he said
can-
the whole herd immunity shit doesn't work. Doesn't apply to this shit.
Yeah.
But I'm like,
the worry is it could potentially get worse. The worry is it could potentially get worse. I studied a little bit of disease society when I was in college, and we specifically went over the plague, which is a whole different thing. But like that was kind of the thing that happened is people thought they could, living in tight conditions, being real close to each other over time, getting, there. But the vector there was rats and other things that basically brought them. But what happened is they continued to kind of stick around, stay close to each other because what else could they do at that time?
yeah.
So they just kept dying.
It was a lot less sanitary back then too.
Yeah, exactly. And I think the people are taking precautions when it comes to that. I think the only thing that really is going to help in the long run is more testing.
Yeah.
As long as we're testing people on flights, things like that, it's going to help slow that spread. People know that they have it at that point, then they can take the precautions that they need.
But they're not really testing, to go to flights, check your temperature, which is not testing, right?
Yeah. There's some places like in Newark, like New Jersey and stuff like that. They're going to be opening one in LA. There's one like LAX. There's one in like Boston and Chicago, like Chicago O'Hare.
Well, like a rapid test?
Yeah, it's going to do like rapid testing. So you can go, but right now it's only you go if you want to. But they're the 15-minute tests where you go and you get it done that day, and then you're good to go. So like right then and there if you got it. So that way, when you get home, you can go in quarantine if you need to, or it's kind of like that. Like they're working on that stuff, and eventually, I think that's going to be everywhere. Which is really hard.
Fucked it up. God.
Yeah.
Really
hopefully by next year, things will be normal again, man, or at least as close to normal as possible.
I don't know. It's so weird. I don't know what to believe. Some days I believe it's just politicized, and some days I believe China really tried to fuck us up, and then some days I believe it's politicized, and I don't know.
I 100% think it's politicized from both sides of the fence too. Like I think like Republicans definitely politicized it as to where it's not as dangerous as it seems, and Democrats make it seem like it's more dangerous than it actually is.
Yeah,
so they're telling us two different things, but the actual thing is kind of sits a little bit in the middle of like, okay, it is super dangerous and we should be careful, but like not in the way that we're doing it currently. Like I think there's other things we could be doing.
Like my thing, if we're gonna lock down, it's too late now. But in the beginning, when we locked down, if we were gonna lock down, we should have locked the fuck down.
Absolutely.
That whole little halfway, it didn't work. We should, unfortunately, and it would have never slid because you know how Americans are with their freedom. But
yep.
but like in the beginning, if we were to shut down how China shut down, like maybe that shit would have. But if one more fucking person calls my phone, I swear to God, oh my God, bro, fuck. It's like they only call. It's like they know I'm on a fucking Zoom interview. Fuck. But if we would have just locked down, like really locked down in the beginning, I think shit would have maybe helped a little. But that whole little halfway lockdown shit we got going on there.
I agree with you, and I still think
they didn't even enforce lockdowns here in Texas. Like I remember when they locked down, I was still driving around at 2:00 in the morning.
Oh, what? Man, I was still at the gym.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it was like, what lockdown actually happened?
See, Kentucky got a lot of stuff going on. Like at that time, we also had the Breonna Taylor situation going on. So, they were like, no, the fuck we're not. We got some shit to take care of. Yeah,
that's tough.
Yeah. So it was like, no, we got some shit to take care of. Like, no, we ain't like locked down. Good luck. Arrest all of us then. So
that's right.
On that note, let's arrest the police officers who murdered Breonna Taylor. Let's actually get them all charged. Fuck them.
Yeah.
It
sucks that the verdict came out the way it did. But side note, I don't want to get too far into that.
That's tricky. That was a tricky. That was a very sketchy ass case.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Sketchy as fuck. It's funny how situations like that are the ones that go viral. But like police brutality and police killing people happens literally every day. Unfortunately, in America, like they don't all go viral. I feel like they pick and choose. They pick and choose cases like Breonna Taylor's case to go viral because they know the outcome. They know the outcome is going to be something that's going to make everybody pissed off because the outcome is in favor of the fucking law and the law is fucked because the outcome followed the law. They're following the law. Whatever they got charged as law. It's just we're not arguing that
Mhm.
issue. That we're arguing the law is bullshit. That's what we're mad at. You know what I'm talking about? But they pick and choose cases like that to go viral because they know people are gonna get outraged. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have my issues with that for sure. I think it is very politicized when it comes to that. And I think that's what we saw a lot of the times when it came to George Floyd and other situations. And I'm glad they're getting, of course I'm glad they're getting brought to light, and I'm glad they're getting talked about. But like it happens every day. Like it's something it's not new. And the issue is not with the people, and that's unfortunate that that's the case, but it's with the laws themselves, and it's why they're pushing them to change. So hopefully that happens at some point, but it's unfortunate the way shit's got to go sometimes.
Man, 100%. Yep.
100%. Yeah, that's for sure.
So I guess you want to, how you feeling, Dan? You want to go on to, I guess, the next segment, or you feeling good on some more interview questions? Like,
let's hop into one of the segments real quick. That way we can get a sponsor in, and then
cool.
We'll move
gotta
on.
get one of those.
Yeah, we gotta get some of them. That's how we get paid.
Gotta make that money.
All right, so the segment we're rolling into is called Pendejo of the Week. It's a segment where our listeners can send us suggestions, or we search Twitter and everything to figure out, to try to find someone that did something stupid this week. That's what's called Pendejo of the Week. It translates to Dumbass of the Week. And Pendejo of the Week is brought to you by Micha Libre. It's a homegrown michelada mix brought to you straight out of Southeast Houston. They make all their mixes in-house, and depending on your order size, they deliver. It's super easy to order. All you have to do is DM Miche_Libre. That's MICHE_LIBRE on Instagram or Twitter, or you can hit them up on Facebook. They are the dopest michelada mix. If you guys love micheladas like I do, I highly recommend them. They got all sorts of flavors. They got flavors like mango. They got spicy. They got cucumber. They're coming up with the pineapple. They got dill pickle. Super dope. They're delicious micheladas, and they pair great with Southern Star beers like Bombshell Blonde. All right. So, meet our pendejos of the week. We got 2 suggestions this week. Our first one is former New York mayor and Donald Trump's current attorney, Rudy Giuliani. He's getting pendejo of the week because he got caught up in the Borat 2 scene, getting a little handy from Borat's daughter.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't watch the movie yet. You watched it?
I haven't seen it, but it's literally all over the place. There's a video
clip out.
Yeah, there's clips everywhere. He apparently got caught up getting a handy. They don't show him getting a handy, but they like cut to him like taking his pants off and whatnot. Mm-hmm. And within the scene, Borat runs into the room and he yells, she's too old for you. She's only 15. And Rudy Giuliani just flips out, bro. It's literally the reason I want to go watch Borat now, just to see that scene.
Did he say she's too old for you? She's only 15.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. So
this is my sister.
No, it's his daughter, bro. It's
his daughter.
Yeah.
I seen that clip, but she looks kind of older. She's not 15.
Yeah.
She's
not. She's not actually 15.
But she's playing a 15-year-old girl. Like,
it was more sketch than it actually was.
Sketch.
I mean, Daniel, honestly, you showed me that clip, and honestly, I think it convinced me to try out Borat 2. And Borat 1's on Prime, and we had talked about this when I first came on, that I wasn't gonna keep Borat.
Yeah, you were hating on Borat, bro.
I was hating on Borat for sure because I just feel like the comedy is just not the same as it used to be. Yeah. Like, I just don't feel like I'd enjoy it now like I would have when I was when it first came out. Just based on climate and stuff, but I'm gonna give it a try. I may laugh my ass off, so that convinced me to at least give it a chance and try it out.
I heard it was really funny. I was gonna watch it, whenever I got the chance, but I heard it was really funny. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it looks hilarious. I don't know. I'm a fan of Borat 1.
Me too.
I like stupid fucking comedies like that.
He's funny.
I've never seen it.
Borat 2 looks like it's taking a step higher. It's just all gas, no brakes.
That's cool.
It looks intense. So I'm excited to see where that goes. So I think I am gonna watch it.
Yeah, I recommend it, dude. And if you haven't seen the first one, check it out.
I haven't seen the first one, so I'm gonna have to watch that too.
You definitely gotta watch the first one. You tripping? You definitely gotta watch the first one. That was so fucking funny.
Okay, that's on my list, and I'm gonna have to make that happen.
What was he jacking off or taking a shit out in public? What the fuck was he
I
doing?
think he was taking a shit.
He was taking a shit.
Yeah.
Yo, he's funny as fuck. He's a really funny guy.
That's man. That man's wild. Sacha Baron Cohen.
Isn't he? Oh no, that's not him. That's not him.
He was in Alley.
He's a good actor too, bro. That shit, like, he keeps a straight face. To keep a straight face on the shit you doing. He's really good.
Oh, I mean, that's all he does, though.
Trump tweet him? Trump tweeted him, right?
Yeah, today or yesterday. Yeah. Sacha Baron Cohen or something like that. That is fucking hilarious, man. All the movies he's done. Bruno, Borat.
He's actually in a new movie called The Chicago 7.
Where he plays a serious part.
Yeah, he plays a serious part. Well, kind of. He's a hippie. He's one of the yips. Yeah. Like during like during the 60s. Like he plays a yip, like one of the yippies.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a pretty good movie. Like I caught the middle of it as my wife was watching it on Sunday, and I'm like, it's definitely worth checking out. It's good.
Yeah.
It's intense.
All right, Kyle, you got a Pendejo of the week this week?
Yeah. So this one, I'm going to go ahead and start with this part. It's going to be from it's a 26-year-old guy named James Blight. So he was charged with grand theft auto trespassing. The fun part is I want you guys to guess like what exactly was for, and then maybe if you guys can kind of guess maybe where he's from, because I'll tell you right now, it's pretty much if you know crazy people in the United States, you pretty much know where they all come from.
Oh
yeah. And what's his name? James what?
His name is James Blight.
Okay, and you said figure out what.
So where do in terms of the craziest people in the U.S., where do they tend to come from?
You already know.
It's Florida. It's got to be Florida.
Yeah, absolutely.
You already know.
So basically, what he did was he stole a bulldozer, and started running over and stealing Biden signs. He ran a fence down and went to Biden signs and would jump out of the bulldozer and take the signs out of people's yards and then run over their fence. Eventually, he was arrested. Politics aside, you shouldn't be taking down signs for one, but you also probably shouldn't be bulldozing people's fences down.
Or stealing over Trump signs, but I ain't bulldoze people's fence down.
Bro, some people take it way too extreme.
Oh yeah, bro. He was wild now.
That's a true Trump supporter right there. God damn.
Dedicated. You got to say though, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's wild. But yeah, he's from Florida. I think we established that. He's definitely from Florida.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, he's definitely from Florida.
I wonder if he was on drugs.
There's nothing more crazy.
It seems like
Florida.
all of them are somehow, some way, they're on some sort of.
Well, I feel like a lot of people in Florida have hookworms. In Texas too.
For sure.
The hookworms because the ground is moist and shit. We out here barefoot and shit.
They're always walking with their feet out. Like they're basically more country than some Texas folk if you go out there.
And that's what you get hookworms. Yeah. And hookworms fuck with your brain, slow down your speech and shit. For real. That's what people think. The South has that fucking stigma of being dumb and shit, but it's really because motherfuckers got hookworms and talk slow because of it, you know?
I never thought about that. Holy shit.
For real, I'm out here.
Keep my fucking shoes on. Fuck that.
Yeah,
I ain't never going outside to get barefoot. Fuck
right? I was with some slides. No, for real. Motherfuckers don't know that shit.
No, I didn't know that shit. It's wild.
He just blew my fucking mind.
I think I might have made that up.
You know what?
That's all right, man. It's a Weekly Indie podcast. Sense, we make shit up all the time. We don't fact check anything here. It's all right.
I blame it on the hookworms, bro. I blame it on the hookworms.
Yeah, I was just talking. I've taken down a couple of Trump signs before, but years ago. But the thing is, with me, as crazy as to take down signs, to put a sign up is just as crazy to me.
It's ballsy.
Yeah.
It's ballsy.
Yeah, I find it crazy.
It's like where is your head at all day that you really want to put a fucking Biden or Trump flag on your car and drive around with like he's your daddy or something? Like, man, grow up. And motherfuckers, I see people put Trump signs on their boats, on the $1 million boats. You paid $1 million for that boat. You gonna put another man's name on it?
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't mind.
Like,
that's what I was about to say. Like, what was it? Topless weekend or Jeep weekend? There's a shitload of fucking Trump flags on all the Jeeps, and I was like, "Damn, dude, he owns it."
They crazy, bro. They crazy. They out here. They
really wild. I mean, like, but also, like, you're basically asking for your car at some point, whether a Trump sign or a Biden sign, to get scratched or hit or stolen. Like,
and I think both sides, everybody does. Both sides do that so they can get a reaction, so they can be like, "Look how the other side reacts to my opinion," type shit.
The angry right and the angry left.
The angry right, the crazy left. To the,
yeah, absolutely. And they're both crazy and angry.
They're both fucking angry and crazy. Yeah, fucking crazy people, bro.
There's a good place in the middle.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then you can have right-leaning opinions and left-leaning opinions and still not be okay with the way things are going right now, or the way things potentially go.
Why can't I, support the right to have a gun, but at the same time, not want police to kill black people? Why is that?
100%.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Chris, do you got someone who did something stupid this week?
This week, what are we in? Monday. So this weekend
or last week?
Yeah.
Last week.
Yeah. Luna.
Last week. Let me try to think what happened last week. Nah, bro. What's that motherfucker's name? Look, I can't even lie. I try to say that to think maybe something would come to head.
But it's all good, man.
So you know what? I give myself in the whole week for that right there. I can't think of current events. I can't lie. All week, I don't really go out and drink, but I kind of turned up too much this past week, so I don't really remember much. Yeah. So I give myself that shit because I blew through money like stupid this week, and this weekend especially. Bro, I blew through money on tripping. You know what? I give myself in the whole week.
We accept it kindly. We'll add you to our list. We'll take a picture and put a little sticker right here in the back corner.
That's real right there, man. You're giving yourself it.
I turned up too much this week for sure. I need to relax.
Yeah.
Love to see it.
All right, man. Mm-hmm. All right. Moving on, we got a little segment when we do interviews we like to do where we hit you with some rapid fire questions.
Let's get it.
I'm gonna let Kyle take this one over. Just answer them to the best of your ability. There's no wrong answer.
Let's get it.
Cool. Ready? All right. First one. What's the first thing you do when you wake up?
Thank God. Deadass.
Okay.
Deadass. Okay. Thank God.
Perfect. Number 2, hot or cold?
Hot.
Okay. Number 3, sweet or sour?
Sour.
Okay. Number 4, favorite food?
Tuna.
Okay. I don't hear that often. People fuck with tuna. Like my wife, she likes a good tuna melt.
Oh yeah.
That's what I had for dinner today.
Oh yeah.
Number 5, place you see yourself living in the next 5 years.
Everywhere.
Okay.
Everywhere. I want my house in Texas, but I want to travel.
That's what's up.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Number 6, comedy or horror?
Comedy. Oh fuck.
Okay.
Shit. God, comedy.
Okay. Next ones are gonna get more. So sports car or classic car?
Classic car all day, baby.
Nice. Good. Classic car. What's your favorite
car? Damn. I say fuck. I want that Thunderbird from the 67. Yeah, my friend has my buddy Cody. His parents left him a Thunderbird. That bitch fly. Crazy fly. Is that a sports car though? No, I know it's a classic.
It's a muscle car. That's a muscle car.
Yeah, classic, beautiful car. I don't want a sports car. I'm a terrible driver. I'd kill myself in a sports car.
I'm the same way. I couldn't do that. I'd rather have I have a buddy who has a 73 Chevelle that he basically built from the ground up.
Yeah.
Oh wow. He's a man.
Like he built that shit literally from parts. And built that thing with his dad.
That's big dick energy.
Oh yeah.
100%, dude. So okay. Favorite music genre, I think we know it's hip hop. But do you have anything on the side that you like that people may not know that you like? R&B?
R&B is the greatest genre of all time. If I was a better singer, I'd be doing that, but I'm not. But R&B is the greatest genre of all time.
I want to know.
Yeah. No, I literally work out to R&B.
Do you really?
Okay. Yeah, I work out to fucking. I was listening to R. Kelly. Today's gym session. I was listening to "When a Woman Loves." Yeah, that's my shit.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
All right. So again, the next couple ones are going to be more Halloween themed. So we have a couple of those. The first one's gonna be favorite Halloween candy.
Twix. No, sorry, Kit Kat. 100%.
Oh, you can't go wrong with Kit Kat. Kit Kat bar for sure.
Come on.
Do you have a favorite? Do you have a favorite Halloween character, like from a horror movie? Like, do you have a favorite that you're like, okay, I got to go watch one of their movies if it comes out?
No, but the Simpsons Halloween specials are always my favorite.
Okay, Treehouse of Horror.
Yeah.
I love their comics. Like I used to like when I was a kid, I was a super nerd and I would read their comics all the time.
Yeah.
I love that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a favorite scary movie?
Damn. Yes. What's the one with the little girl got her head chopped off in the car? Her brother was
Hereditary.
Yeah, that's my motherfucker. Changed my fucking head. That shit crazy.
If you haven't seen it, Daniel,
it's on my list of movies to watch before.
You haven't seen Hereditary, bro?
No.
You gotta watch it tonight, bro. God, that's my shit.
It's okay. That's not even like a big spoiler. That's not even like a spoiler. I wouldn't tell you. That's just like a part in the movie that happens. But it gets, it gets wild.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because that's in the beginning of the fucking movie.
That's in the beginning of the movie. It's not a spoiler at all. Like that's just what happens.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it tonight while I edit this.
The movie's crazy.
It's fucking scary, bro.
Yeah.
That movie fucking changed my life, bro. I watched it in theaters too. I was. It's always better watching it in theaters. People screaming.
100%.
Yeah. The surround sound and everything. You hear sounds you'll never hear at home ever again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that walks in the car crazy.
Yeah.
Next question I got. Do you believe in ghosts?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Do you happen to have any stories that you would think like you've had an experience?
Yes. When my grandpa passed in Colombia, we went to visit. We went right when he passed, and he would always at their house they have this thing called la terraza. It's like on the roof. And he had his little workshop in the roof. He would build metals and shit. Literally dead ass. Though I was sleeping in the living room. It was like 2 a.m. and I just hear I hear like it was upstairs, footsteps and the saw and hammering and shit. And like I just remember like I heard it, and then like my uncle heard it, and like we all just kind of stood there. We're like, we're not gonna go upstairs because like it's like obviously like it's him. And he was like, yeah. And then I was scared in the beginning, but then once everybody woke up, we kind of all agreed that we're hearing the same thing. We're like, okay, it's just kind of him just saying, peace.
That's wild.
Yeah.
I mean, that shit happens. You always hear that they do things that they love doing. So I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense.
So he spent all his time up there. Yeah.
If you get a chance, like our first podcast that we did together, you can definitely listen to the ghost story that I had. I'm not going to get into any details on it, but you should definitely check out our other podcast that we did. It was like two podcasts. Like last podcast, actually, right?
It was the last episode, yeah.
It was the last episode we did. Yeah. And it's an interesting one. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, I listen to horror podcast. I listen to like true, like crime junkies and shit, and like paranormal. Yeah.
Dude, if you like, I was gonna say if you like horror podcasts, you should check out Dan Cummins. He has one called Scared to Death. Really good. It's him and his a girl. They tell each other scary stories and try to scare each other. It's dope. I recommend it. If you're into horror, I recommend it.
Like me
for sure.
Yeah.
Also do last podcast on the left. If you get a chance, I'll send you a link to one of their episodes, but they're fucking hilarious. Yeah, but they go over more topics and stuff, but they're great. So I got one more question for you for the rapid question segment that we have, and it's what scares you the most?
Like actually scares me?
That actually scares you.
Like horror.
It can be funny. It can be whatever. Like for me, for instance, like terrified of cockroaches. I hate them. I hate cockroaches. I don't like them.
Oh yeah.
I like getting around them.
Fucking hate frogs, bro.
Really, frogs?
I beat a frog ass, dog. God, bro. I hate frogs. I don't fuck with frogs at all, bro. I think when I was younger, this dude tricked me into kissing him. I turned around, put a frog around my face, and it licked me, and that just shit terrified me. It just flying me and fucking just ugly, bro. I don't fuck with frogs. But if anybody ever pranks me with a frog, you're gonna find out. You're gonna find out today. You're gonna find out what you out. Oh God, I don't fuck with frogs, bro. That shit nasty.
Frogs, man. All right. Man, my buddy, he's terrified of butterflies, right? He had some weird traumatic experience when he was a kid. And I used to have a key to his apartment, and one day I decided to fuck with him. So I bought
anybody listening? Nope. Don't do that shit to me with frogs. Anybody listening? Nope.
I bought a shitload of butterflies and took them, put them under his bed and let him go, right? So his sheets in his bed were holding him down. And he said at night he got home and he was getting ready for bed, so he pulled up the sheets and all of them just flew out. He said he fucking took off
I
running,
would have
bro.
killed you, bro. I would have fucking murdered you.
I would have lost my
Ah.
absolute shit.
I'm just thinking about somebody did that to me with frogs. Oh my god! Put it under the sheets. Yo, I'm fucking going to your house and
Yeah.
firing out. What you mean?
Nah, he took my key away after that one. Yeah,
Oh,
man, hilarious.
But yeah, no, that actually concludes our rapid questions. I think we got one more thing, which is going to be taken by Daniel. Just keep it or eat it.
All right. Yep.
We can go ahead and get started.
All right. Keep It or Eat It is a segment of the show in which we take listener suggestions and decide whether the subject is worth keeping or eating. Our listeners can send us their suggestions on Twitter and on Facebook using the hashtag KOY. Send that to us at the Weekly D.
Are you saying keeping or eating?
Keep it or eat it? Like throw it
Oh,
out.
like yeet?
Yep.
Okay, bet.
Yeah,
That's
so send it to us at Weekly D Pod, at Danny G, and at It's That Guy Kyle. Keeping It or Eat It is brought to you by Southern Star Brewing Company. Southern Star is located at 3525 North Fraser Street, Conroe, Texas, 77303. Honestly, guys, if you guys haven't had Southern Star, I highly recommend it. They make a beer for everybody. They make beers that taste like mimosas, like their Southern Brunch. It's a citrus shandy. It is delicious. It tastes like a mimosa in the can. If you're on a diet and trying to stay healthy, they got a low-calorie IPA called Lil Cal. It has all the IPA flavors with under 100 calories and only has 3.2 grams. You can literally
So you can stop drinking White Claw.
Yeah, you can stop drinking White Claw. It has less calories than a bag of Skittles. They also have their Mexican lager that goes perfectly with our Michelada sponsor. It's called Hecho en Conroe. It is a delicious Mexican lager. It tastes somewhere in between a Modelo and a Dos Equis. It is dope as fuck. It is delicious. Right now during October, they have the Oktoberfest. I highly recommend it if you're into German style beers. They're delicious. Really, Southern Star makes a beer for everybody. If you got someone that doesn't like beer, put them onto their strawberry blonde. Everyone likes that beer. It's light, it's crisp, it has a small hint of strawberry. They make the most delicious beers in Houston. They are the best beer makers, in my opinion, in Houston. And they were also the first beer company to can beer in Texas. Again,
that's wild. I
Southern Star Brewing Company. Go check them out. Go up to the tap room. Tell them the Weekly D sent you. You can buy their stuff at Kroger, at HEB, Specs, Total Wine, and more. They have a huge catalog of beers, and I highly, highly recommend them. Southern Star, beer for beer people. Yeah, they're dope as fuck, man. I highly recommend it if you guys have never tried them.
I'm right. As soon as I get back to Texas, bro, like we're gonna have to go and get some because that's like
when I get the next shipment, man, I'm gonna try to give people out some beer.
When do you get back? When do you come back into Texas?
December. Well, tomorrow, like side note, I find out if I have my job or not. So basically my job could either be in Port Arthur, it could be in Houston, or it could still be in Louisville, Kentucky.
Oh shit.
So I'll find out tomorrow on that stuff. So side note, I could be there a little bit sooner, but hopefully at that point permanent. If not, totally okay. We'll see what happens.
Sweet, man. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed it works out.
Appreciate it, guys.
To get you back over here.
Yeah.
All right. So our first suggestion for this week was Miley Cyrus making all these covers and saying she's going to come out with a Metallica cover album. What do you guys think?
Come here. I fucking love Miley Cyrus.
Yes.
So, when she dropped that Bangers album, I literally went to Best Buy and bought the hard copy. Chanted that bitch like for the whole for like 2 months straight.
So you were fucking with Bangers. You were fucking with Bangers.
What? I love that. I love everything Miley does. I've been a fan. I've been a fan.
Bro.
Okay. Yeah, I love the way she's reinvented herself again. Like brought herself back in. Yeah. Her voice has changed. Artist. Yeah. This new phase of her, man. It's amazing.
Have you heard that?
She has a strong, unique voice too, so I know she can do some Metallica shit real well. Yeah.
Have you heard Zombie yet? That cover she did the Cranberries song.
Yeah, bro. That's what I said. Yeah, that's what makes me be
amazing.
like, bro,
so good,
bro.
Yeah. Side note: I got high and saw Jesus, the one she does with her sister. There's a cover that she does with her sister.
I was just about to say
So
that.
fucking
Yo,
good.
Yeah.
I listened to that shit last night for the first time ever. Last night,
I listen to it every day. Like
life changing.
Yeah, yeah.
it's so good. Listen to it, Daniel. Like when you get a chance. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
so good.
Yeah, dude, I just discovered she like redid everything, and I'm a huge fan. I liked her old shit. Like I'm not gonna lie, she was like a guilty pleasure of mine. But like
great.
Hearing her new stuff, I'm just like, fuck, man. Like she's really reinventing herself. She looks like Dolly Parton, which trips me out.
She's got a cover of Jolene that's also amazing too.
Yeah, that one. Oh my god, the one she did in the subway for the Jimmy Fallon show.
I think. Well, she did do that. She also has like an unfiltered one where she does just a raw cover of it. It's it's on YouTube. It's fucking good. It's really good.
She's amazing. So I'm guessing we're all saying keep.
I'm saying fuck it.
Keep. All right. Next one, Tom Holland. Do you guys know who that is? The guy who played Spider-Man, the last Spider-Man. Okay, Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg. They got casted for the new Uncharted movie. First off, did any of you guys play Uncharted, the video game? No.
But I watched some of the gameplays, like because I was a gameplay nerd. When it came to that, I was watching PewDiePie and stuff like that back in the day. But I did watch a couple of the Uncharted gameplays back in the day, and it looks like a movie. It looks so fun, like in general. Game itself, it looks like a movie.
So what are they doing? They're making a movie about it?
Yeah, so the game's kind of like Indiana Jones mixed with Tomb Raider. So they're making a movie out of it, and they got Tom Holland as the main actor.
Really good, actually.
And then Mark Wahlberg is like the side piece.
Yeah.
All right.
Fair enough.
Mark Wahlberg.
All right.
Fair enough on that one.
Fair enough.
Marky Mark.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it because I like the game, and I hope the movie's done right. But most of the time, video game movies suck.
I'm really keeping it for Tom Holland, to be honest, because I haven't really seen a bad movie Tom Holland's been in.
Yeah,
very true.
Even The Devil Inside is amazing. If you haven't seen that on Netflix,
I have. Very good movie.
So good.
Yeah,
he's good. I just don't like Mark Wahlberg. I don't know.
I think that's fair. I think there's a lot of funniness that comes out of Mark Wahlberg, but
all right,
that's another story.
We got 2 keeps, 1 eat. All right. Number 3, politicians trying to relate to the younger generation. The reason I put this one on there is because AOC was playing Among Us and doing a live stream, and she like broke a bunch of records and whatnot. So how do you guys feel about politicians kind of trying to relate?
Anything that has to do with politicians, I'm just It's all games. Even AOC sexy ass. Oh,
bro.
Real fine ass. That shit lame. Why she do that? If she want to really relate to us, make an OnlyFans. Show us, what's up. Show us what's up. You know what I'll tune in. I'll tune in to OnlyFans.
AOC OnlyFans. Oh my god.
Yes, bro.
I guess that is a good way to get them to relate.
Hell yeah.
I will say, like, I was kind of torn because I had seen this ahead of time and I was looking at it and I was like, I don't know, because at first, because you know me, Daniel, like I'm very like keep politicians out of everything when it comes to like social media, everything. I don't like them involved. I think that they need to stick to like what they're doing, which is their job.
Yeah.
With that being said, I do think it's cool that like she is out there playing games and kind of getting kids interested in that kind of stuff. I think it is important that like even if I may disagree with her on some things, which I do, I very openly do disagree with her on like Green New Deal and a couple of things like that. But like I do think it's cool that she's out here like getting kids interested in politics, because I think it is important for like our youth to understand it. Because I wish I would have understood it at the age they're learning it. But that being said, I'm still gonna eat that shit because
eating it.
I'm still gonna eat it because I think it's mostly pandering.
Yeah.
And I work.
For sure.
That, like it's mostly pandering, and it's not for the kids. Even though I think it's good that kids are getting exposed to it, it's not for the kids. It's for her.
It's like when they took those kids, they took it to wherever that governor bitch or whatever. They were trying to tell her about the new climate deal, whatever those kids were telling her. We only have 10 years or whatever. Like that's not for the kids. You just putting kids to push your agenda. You can't tell the kid to fuck off.
Exactly.
That's how I know you listen to Flagrant too, bro. They said the same shit. It makes sense. It makes
It
sense.
does, bro. I mean, I've always felt always disgusting, but you can't tell it. I mean, you can't tell a kid to fuck off, but then you look like a dick, you know.
Yeah.
So it's just a weapon. It's just a weapon.
Yeah,
Weapon kids.
that's for sure.
I agree. I didn't have. That's why I have an issue with it. That's why I would eat it.
Yeah, I was gonna keep it until Chris made that point where if she wanted to relate, she should have made an OnlyFans, and because of that, I'm gonna eat that bitch.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, you want to relate? Create an OnlyFans. Not you, Hillary Clinton. I don't want to see that.
We'll be waiting, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
Kamala Harris. You want my vote?
Kamala Harris can get it too.
Just put both of them in Tim's. Tim's no clothes. All right.
Tim's for my hooligans.
All right. Next one. Candy corn. Keep or yeet?
Keep. I love that shit. I'm the only
Fuck
person
yes. Fuck yes. I
What?
love candy corn, bro. People don't fuck with candy corn. It's so good.
Dude, I don't fuck with candy
Absolute.
corn. I don't like it.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like it.
Give me your candy corn. I'll take it.
People sleep on candy corn 100%.
All right. All right. Next one. That one was pretty easy. Next one. Costume parties. Keep or yeet?
Yeet.
Yeet?
I don't fuck with that shit. Yeet. I don't trust it. It's scary. I don't like being in a room full of a lot of people and I don't know who they are. It's scary.
Fair enough.
Yeah. That's
What are you
fair.
gonna do, Daniel?
I'm gonna keep it just because I don't know. I like parties in general. If you want to throw a theme at it, why not?
Okay.
Except I'm not down with the like masquerade things. Those things trip me out.
They can get
Last
sketchy
year
fast.
for New Year's, I got invited to masquerade, and it was me and my girlfriend were the only Hispanic people there. It was all white people. And as soon as we stepped in, I was like, "Babe, we're about to get killed. Like this shit's a fucking setup. This looks like it literally looked like they were about to purge. Like I was fucking terrified the whole night. We ended up leaving early.
That's a big nah. Okay, fair enough. Okay, so
Yeah,
I'm gonna say keep on that one only because like some of the best experiences and like Halloween memories I have when it comes to it are like at a costume party. So like we have a place. I went to Texas State University, and at Texas State we have a big bar area called the Square. And there's a bar there specifically called Nephews. Nephews is the place you go to the very night, right around 1 o'clock, 1:30. Whenever you want to get turned up, you're already drunk as hell. So you're just going there to finish off the night, listen to all the good music.
Nephews wild.
Nephews. Oh, so you've been to Nephews?
Oh, it does some cheating in Nephews.
Oh, fuck yeah. Nephews is fucking lit, bro.
Nephews, the first time I did coke was at Nephews, I think.
Oh shit!
Yeah, did I know? Yep, you've been to Nephews, that's for sure.
Yeah.
No, but we went there on Halloween night. Okay, so it was Halloween, I think like 2016 or 2015. I went with a couple friends and a couple of my buddies from Houston came down to San Marcos, and we went over there. And it was during the time change, so I was a cowboy. My buddy was Gumby. Like I had another friend who was dressed up as like a wolf, and another one that was dressed up as like one of those like German like beer girls. And so we all went over there. We partied there for like 2 hours. And then we were all hammered. And then, so the first thing I hear, well, I'm drunk as hell. I see my buddy on like the TV screen and in his Gumby costume, like just rolling like this. And I'm like, oh, fuck, that's so cool. And then at the very end of the night, as soon as it hits 2 o'clock in the morning, he goes, all right, boys, it's 2 o'clock. That means it's 1 o'clock. We got another hour to keep going. So we got fucked up for another hour, bro. And it was so fucking fun. It was one of the best Halloween nights, like in terms of like partying that I've ever done. So
that's a great setup. That's a great setup by that DJ to do that.
Yeah, no, it was a blast.
Whoever announced it, that was great.
Yeah, no, it was a blast, and that still I still remember that to this day. So that's why for costume parties, if they're gonna be like that,
we're gonna
keep it.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Kyle, the last one's yours. I'm gonna let you put this one.
Okay, so last one is gonna be McCamey Manor. You probably heard of this place before. And it's an insane haunted attraction where you have the opportunity, if you make it through the end of the haunt, to win $20,000.
Where is it?
This is in California. So you're actually going to probably be there near the area. It's going to be I want to say it's in the LA area.
And it's a house?
It's a house. Now, there's an issue with it. So it's $20,000, but you sign a waiver for that. And they pretty much have full authority to do whatever it is they want to do through that night. So they can touch you, They can.
Is the house actually haunted, or it's a setup haunted house?
No, it's a setup. It's this guy, but this guy, these people can actually touch you. They can actually they put you in coffins. They torture you.
They'll throw you in Nevada frogs.
Nevada frogs, and they also deduct each time you cuss.
Yeah,
like they deduct $50 from your $20,000 win if you make it all the way through.
I leave with no money. Well, I cuss even when I'm fucking scared. I'm just not.
So it's $20,000, but like, and the only thing you have to pay to get in is a can of food. But keep it or eat it.
Damn, bro. Part of me wants to eat it because, like, if they're putting up $20,000, I know they finna raise hell.
Oh, they'll fuck people up, dude. They pull teeth and whatnot. Like, I watched videos of them. Yeah.
Oh, no. Eat. Good. I'll make that somewhere else. I'm good. I'm good.
And because you sign a waiver, you basically give them full authority to do that.
Oh, no, I'm good. Can I swing back?
Huh? No. They have you tied up for a lot of that shit.
They may hit you back, actually.
Oh, no, yeah. No.
I'm gonna eat because that's some white people shit, man. I ain't down with it.
As the neighborhood white man / Hispanic man, I'm gonna go ahead and stick with my Hispanic side and say fuck no.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That is dangerous as hell.
No, I'm not trying to sign a waiver and they put no $20,000. Suck my dick.
No, fuck no. Super, super dangerous. If you get a chance, there's a documentary on it you can find on Netflix. It's called Dark Tours. It's the last episode, McCamey Manor.
Mm-hmm.
You can see exactly what.
I watch this tonight. I ain't sleeping.
Yeah.
I gotta do a lot. All
right. Well, shit, man. I got one last question for you before we finish this. The last question is: do you got anything to promote? Like, what do you want to push out? Or you got any shows, any music dropping?
I got my
your time to shine.
My OnlyFans music video is dropping October 29th.
Okay.
I don't know when this is gonna air, but if it's already aired, that's the latest video you'll see. I'm gonna be in a commercial with YG on Wednesday, so that'll probably air. That's why I'm going out there for that, and then we're gonna work on some music. My engineer, my best friend Dillo, Chef Dillo, he's my engineer. He just been out there in LA just plugging it all in, lining up plays and shit. So after I drop this video, and I'm gonna be out there in LA just working on a songwriting with a bunch of people and just making it work. But as far as my own shit, my personal music, OnlyFans is my next drop. On the 29th. Yep.
Okay. And where can our followers follow you? You got social medias you want to plug in?
All of my social media is the same. CA_the Don. That's THE Don, not the Don. I hate when people put the. Like it's CA_the Don. And same with Spotify, Apple Music, all that shit. You can find my shit all into that. And same with my OnlyFans. I'm about to drop the link, but it's gonna be CA_the Don. So
yeah, send us that so we can post it and
as soon as I get the proof, I send all my info in. So my homegirl said it takes about a day or two to get approved. As soon as they approve it, I'll send it out.
I'll send it out to all the Twitter.
Sweet, man.
I got you.
Hell yeah.
Bro, I appreciate y'all, bro. When you get in when I come back to town and you back in town, let's go get a beer. Let's go get a beer with one of your sponsors' beers.
Shit, we'll go to Sunstar. We'll get free beer and everything, dude. They'll hook it up.
We'll hook you up. That's a bet, bro.
Yeah. Thank you, dude, for your time. Thank you for sitting down with us. And I know you got a really busy schedule, so we really, really appreciate you coming through.
Thank you, bro. Yeah, I appreciate y'all, bro. I'm gonna send y'all those artist page, Cam, Dende, and Lily. I'm gonna send you their pages when we log off.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Cool. We appreciate that.
Cool. Thank you, man.
Safe, bro.
You too.
All right, y'all take it easy. Have a safe trip, man.
Peace.
Thank you, bro. Love.
Drop top whip and you got your own, we know. You don't really ever need a man at home, we know. Yeah, bills pay, yeah, they never lay, we know. Tonight you dance to me. I'm in plans all night. Yeah, tonight you dance to me. canceled all my plans. Yeah. Wanna see you do the shit you doing OnlyFans. From the back while I hold your hands, yeah. When you want it, girl, I'm on demand, yeah. Tell me, baby, can you hold the stance, yeah. Leg up on top, my shoulder, hold it. Baby, can I hit it like that? It's right timing. You found me, you around me like that, yeah. It's right timing that you found me, and I like that, oh, yeah, yeah. We know, yeah. Drop top whip and you got your own, we know. You don't really ever need a man at home, we know. Yeah, bills pay, yeah, they never late, we know. Oh, tonight you dance with me. I made plans all night. Yeah, tonight you dance with me. Yeah, I made plans all night. Tonight you dance with me. I canceled all my plans.
Even AOC sexy ass.